Oh yeah.
Okay, so some guy did this video talking about how he thought it was a bad idea for me to suggest that people get guns to protect their property and themselves. He thought it was stupid. Very interesting. I especially like when he said that my links were controversial. What the heck does that mean? My links were controversial. Either they were valid or they weren't valid. I use NBC Chicago, I use Yahoo, I use Market Watch, and I use AP News and CNN. Where's the controversy? Okay, where's the controversy? Either you think they're valid or they're not. What, are you saying they're not valid? It's interesting because he didn't provide any links. He just provided really nonsensical arguments. And I'll explain why they didn't make any sense at all. He claimed that having a gun will make you a target. Which is pretty interesting. Based on what? I don't get the impression that this guy is either has had any experience being around poor people or in poor areas at all. Because he argued that gun stores are mostly located in poor areas. Really? I live in Flint, Michigan, one of the poorest, most violent cities in the entire country. And let me tell you something. Gun shops are not located in poor areas. They're not, okay? Let's see, Williams, that's located in Grand Blanc. Not poor at all, okay? It's not known for being a poor place. It's like a suburb of Flint. Not poor at all. A lot more money than we have, by far, okay? It's mostly in the commercial area. Dunham's also sells guns. That's in the commercial area in Burton. Again, not really a poor city or a poor area at all. There's a lot of businesses around there. Not struggling, okay? Not struggling at all. Where else? You can go to Music Man. That's probably like the closest place to a poor area, but that's in downtown Flint, and nobody really lives in downtown Flint. But it's pretty much located around government buildings. Where else? It's a pawn shop. Let's see the other place. The other place is Bullocks. Definitely not in the poor area. That's actually in Flint, though. That's pretty much in the commercial area. Let me tell you something about poor areas. They don't usually have grocery stores. They usually have corner stores where the prices are a lot higher. We don't have a lot of department stores in poor areas. We don't have much of anything in poor areas. So his argument is completely flawed. He said I didn't have any facts, but I did. I had a whole bunch of links, a whole bunch of sources. The facts are right there. You just have to be willing to open up your eyes and read. Okay, he said, again, guns making you a target. There's no evidence to back that up whatsoever. In fact, I have plenty of examples of guns doing just the opposite. You know, you mentioned that, you know, if you're at a convenience store and somebody points a gun at you, just give them the money and go after the insurance company. Don't get a gun. Well, let me tell you something. A lot of those people who do work at convenience stores and corner stores and gas stations, a lot of them do have guns because they realize that even if you don't have a gun, a lot of times those people just shoot you and go anyway. So you can't go to the insurance company after you've been shot and killed. I mean, that's common sense. Here's a story right here. Flint, Michigan. A woman shot a burglar, alleged burglar. She shot a burglar. This happened back in April. A month before that, a woman had to shoot a 16-year-old who broke into her house. She said she had a gun, but he still tried to go in there anyway. Again, simply not having a gun, and that doesn't provide you with any protection. I'm saying it makes sense to get a gun, learn how to use it, just like I've been learning how to use my guns, and learn how to protect yourself. And Warren, a homeowner, shot a 17-year-old trying to break into the house. It was justifiable homicide. Well, it wasn't a homicide. It was a justifiable shooting. Another situation, Fayette County. There's a situation where a burglar got shot in the head. You know, the police didn't press any charges. Again, self-defense. No charges in the killing of a would-be burglar. This is in Coos County. The district attorney said it was justifiable homicide. Again, it's easy to find a lot of these stories, especially now. There's another story. Police, burglar shot by resident. It was a Tuscumbia man who got shot after he tried to rob somebody. So, you know, there's plenty of evidence that backs up what I'm saying. He said something really bizarre. He said that encouraging poor people to have guns militarizes them and criminalizes them. How the hell does a gun militarize you? As if by having a gun, all of a sudden I'm a militant, you know? You know, or I'm a criminal now that I have a gun. You know, before I was a law-abiding citizen, you know, but now once you give me the gun, now I'm going to go out and I'm going to start robbing everybody, I'm going to start shooting everybody. This is just foolishness. He had absolutely no information to back up what he was saying. And the only reason why I'm responding to this is because I just want to take on some of the foolish arguments that people make. And I do call them foolish because it's dangerous to tell people that, you know, getting a tool to protect yourself will make you a target. There's no evidence to suggest that at all. Anybody who knows anything about criminals will tell you that criminals are opportunistic. They look for opportunities. They prey on the weak. Okay, they're not going to run after somebody with a gun. Okay, they generally try to avoid that. It's better if you want to rape a woman. The idea is to rape a woman who doesn't have a means of protecting herself. If a woman has a gun, it's a good idea to go away. Okay, let's look at the facts. I came across this: crime, deterrence, and the right to carry concealed guns. John R. Lott Jr., School of Law, University of Chicago, and also David B. Mustard, Department of Economics, University of Chicago. What does it actually say? This is a 1996 study. Abstract: using cross-sectional time series data for the U.S. counties from 1977 to 1992, we find that allowing citizens to carry concealed weapons deter violent crimes, and it appears to produce no increase in accidental deaths. In those states which did not have a right to carry concealed gun provisions, had adopted them in 1992, approximately 1,570 murders, 4,177 rapes, and over 60,000 aggravated assaults would have been avoided yearly. On the other hand, consistent with the notion of criminals responding to incentives, we find criminals substituting into property crimes involving stealth, where the possibilities of contact between criminal and victim are minimal. Did you not understand that? What part of that did you not understand? I mean, seriously, criminals avoid the confrontation. Criminals go look for property crime. They look for the easy money, opportunistic, okay? And of course, people are going to say, well, there's other studies that show other things. Well, yeah, you're right. Here's a study right here. Higher murder rates related to gun laws. Really interesting. States with softer gun laws have higher rates of homicide, handgun killings, fatal shootings of police officers, and sales of weapons that were used in crimes in other states. Now, this study came out January 2009. It's a 38-page report, and it was underwritten by a group of over 300 mayors. Okay, it's underwritten by politicians. Yeah, that's a pretty credible study right there. This analysis came from data collected by the ATF. The same ATF that purposely allowed guns to illegally enter Mexico so they can track the guns through the drug cartel's activities, which is really interesting because it led to the death of a federal agent as well as hundreds of other people, according to Mexico. Yes, these are the people collecting the data. Huh, a lot of credibility there. Yeah, okay. But anyway, I think my logic is sound. Less police officers plus less economic opportunity means more crime. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of police departments aren't responding to certain types of crimes. And that's why some of the numbers are actually dropping, because they're not responding. Actually, Flint, Michigan, the FBI reported that there was 53 homicides in Flint, Michigan last year. I know for a fact that was more than 53. It was at least 61 because MLive, which is a local source, actually listed every single homicide victim in the city of Flint, Michigan for that year, and they came up with 61. So I know for a fact that even the homicide numbers are lower than they really should be, which is kind of shocking, because if I can't rely on those homicide numbers, then what sources am I actually going to use? But anyway, it's really ultimately up to you. If you feel that owning a gun will make you a victim, or make you more likely to be a victim, or it'll militarize you, or it will criminalize you, then, make the best decision for you. But I'm just saying, I'm putting out a friendly reminder, a friendly warning to people that they better have a means of defending themselves, because the way the economy is going, it's unstable and it's unsustainable. There's going to be a situation where there's going to be some major changes, and I don't know how many times I got to warn people. So there you go. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and don't forget the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Think about that quote.